Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Quality Control series for the F-18 Flight School Campaign that we've been working on. As you can see, well, I don't know if you can tell, but we definitely have some weird visuals going on because I'm going to try to start doing this in VR some more. I've had a VR headset for quite a while, but I don't have the hardware to really run it at a really decent rate. It looks okay, but especially far away things are very hard to pick out. And I picked a really bad lesson to start trying to do VR because now we're going to be going to try to do some dogfighting. We need to be able to pick out single enemies in the air, but whatever, it is what it is. I just, you know, the feeling of being in VR for me, despite my desire for higher graphics, there's nothing like the feeling of being in this cockpit, in the cockpits of these aircraft in VR. So I want to start utilizing my VR headset more. I've had it for a long time. I don't really use it that much because my hardware just isn't great, but at the same time, there's just no other experience other than feeling like you're in the cockpit. So we're, as with all of the missions that we've been doing, we're going to go ahead and start doing the quality control, just making sure that this mission works as intended. I do need to take a second to adjust a couple of things. I'm not going to pause or anything. I have two different microphones here. One of the reasons I haven't been recording in VR is because I didn't have a good solution for recording my voice without losing my access to the microphone. But I have since learned that this particular headset has a microphone in it, and it's actually not that bad of a microphone. It's good enough for, you know, it's good enough for not sounding crap. It's not as good as this microphone, obviously, but it'll work for the purposes of what we're trying to do now. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the main microphone, turn on the other microphone, then we'll get the headset on. So that on, we'll move this out of the way so I don't accidentally hit it. Get our headset turned on. All right, let me just double check and make sure that everything's recording. Yeah, all right. So this is my first time actually doing a full-on recording for this, so I got to make sure that everything's running as I'm expecting it to. Let's hop into this. Let me double check and make sure that audio, well, I can't do that because too many of my resources are running, so my recording software over here looks like it's frozen. It's not, but it looks like
the last aerial combat technique for this block is dogfighting, which is officially referred to as ACM, or air combat maneuvers. This is the last resort type of fight that requires exceptional skill to master and should be avoided when possible. However, sometimes coming into close contact with enemies, or merging, is inevitable. For this flight, you're equipped with only guns, which will require you to maneuver yourself using ACM to get the kill. Get yourself in the air and out to waypoint 1 so we can practice.
I always take off this way as a cheat because it just takes too long to go through the process normally, and for testing purposes, I just don't want to waste the time messing with it. So, alright, there we go. Landing gear up, all that up. Couple ourselves to the waypoint. Fuel down, or throttle down to something really reasonably manageable. And we're on our way to all of that. So let's go ahead and get him instructions.
Fence in. When it comes to dogfighting, there are two main approaches to getting on target: the one circle and the two circle. These are so named due to the imaginary circles that are being drawn in the air as you circle each other trying to get a kill. The term one circle refers to both aircraft attempting to turn their noses toward each other in a way that causes them to repeatedly fly past each other until one is able to turn enough to fire. It generally results in both aircraft creating a single circle that they both fly around, trying to fire at each other as they pass by. Two-circle refers to a situation where each aircraft is trying to get behind the other, using superior speed and turn rate to get around to the rear of the target so they can score a kill from behind. This pattern generally results in each aircraft creating their own imaginary circle, thus the term two-circle.
So we have to sit through all of these just to make sure that the timing for everything is right. So if we have to do this again for whatever reason, which we probably will because I really suck at dogfighting, we'll skip through this part. It's just this first time around, I want to make sure that, I never got around to setting up my radar. If we have to go through this again, and then for AB, I gotta make sure I have a 6-bar scan set of 20 miles with a medium PRF.
with the BVR fighting we did before, airspeed is critically important in a dogfight. If you allow yourself to get too slow, or even just too slow in relation to your opponent, you won't have the energy necessary to continue avoiding their fire. Keeping your aircraft at the optimum airspeed to allow you to turn at your fastest rate is the most important part of the fight. You'll never get a shot if you can't get your nose on the target. In the Hornet, you generally want to try to maintain between 350 to 450 knots for a two-circle fight, which will give you the aircraft's maximum rate of turn. Throttle control is critical here, but you also have to pay attention to your aircraft's orientation, as climbing will slow you down and descending will speed you up. There is no optimum speed for the one circle,
graphical lag
but do
in
your
my
best to keep
game
yourself
here,
at a
probably
speed
from
that leaves you with
overutilization
options
of
to depart
resources.
the one circle if it's not working out for you. If you're too slow, there won't be any. While there are many more strategies you can learn to assist your dogfighting, the only real way to learn is by doing it.
I forgot to put a notification on there.
Finally, you're going to want to get in the habit of keeping your lift vector, which basically means the
somehow
top of
there's
your
a
aircraft, pointed at
line
your
break
target
there.
until you're
It's hard
able
to tell in the
hold
actual
up
text
for a
panel when you're
gunshot.
writing this stuff.
It's much easier to keep
It's
track
another
of
reason
the
why you
wind
go
if
through and
can
do
look
quality
up with a
control
clear
like this
view
so you can look at it.
All your
Unfortunately, I
turning is
have not
based on
taken
lift,
notes, so I'll
do
just
your
have
best
to
to keep him
try to
above
remember that
you
that's
as you
thing,
turn
which
toward
probably
him.
isn't going to happen, but whatever.
Continue on to waypoint 1. Find the MiG as it approaches, merge with it, and do your best to splash it with the guns, which can be selected with the weapon select switch or appropriate keybind.
Remember which keybind I
Once
have
you
for
see it,
guns.
be sure to drop your external fuel tanks to increase your maneuverability.
I need to look. I actually need to look for that because I don't know. Select gun. I don't have a thing for select guns. The problem is that I'm. I'm not able. Well, maybe I can show you. Hold on. I am using this as my stick, and I'm using this as my throttle because the stick that goes with this broke. And I don't have a replacement for it. So this X50 or this what is this? The Extreme 3D Pro that I have, it has very limited options as far as buttons on it. And I need an option for chaff and flare, so I don't know what the solution is for that. I don't really have a good option. I don't really have a good option for that. I guess I need to have a keyboard option, maybe. I don't know though. Damn it. Yeah, I don't really have a good option for this. And this Extreme 3D Pro that I have doesn't have a toggle, like a shift option, like a modifier option. So I guess this is super frustrating because all the keys on my joystick side are taken up by something. I guess I need to make this my gun. Yeah. And then I'm just not going to be able to have manual control of my countermeasures. Dispenser switch, dispense button. I think dispense button is my chaff and flare. So, dispense button. I don't know what I need to make that something else. Yeah, it sucks not having the right control to do this, but it is what it is. I guess we'll just have to make it that. And it just means we're going to waste a bunch of oops. Oh, because I don't have it, damn it. Sorry.
Which can be accomplished by first finding the station select panel just to the left of the engine panel and selecting the appropriate stations to select your fuel tanks.
Oh.
Once they're selected, look slightly down and to the left of that to the jettison control and turn the outer knob until it's pointed to stores. Then hold down the big red button until you see the fuel tank
question now is
where
is our enemy right now? Because I feel
After
like
that, It's all you, so good luck.
How far out is our... Oh, he's way out there. Okay, so we have to... we definitely need to fix this. So just like in our last one, we need to make sure our enemy... This is why you do quality control testing, because you put something out there vaguely on the map hoping that it's going to work, but then it turns out that, oh no, by the time you're done with the narrations and stuff, they still have like a long freaking way to go. So this is very hard to do in VR because I have a bunch of graphical lag happening, but yeah. So we want to make it to where he's only like... Yeah, less than 100. We want to start less than 100 miles away, I think, so that by the time... So we'll put it right here, I guess. And then we'll put this guy right here, maybe. So that way we're not having to go more than 100 miles to get to what we're looking for here. But we do want him to, we do want our enemy guy to be coming at you and not just orbiting there, so it actually ends up being something kind of like a dogfight. So like I said, we'll breeze our way through the narration part of this, and we'll fast forward through the rest of this just to get back to where we were supposed to be. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So we just gotta wait for this to load. We have flying there. So I guess the guns have their own.
The last aerial combat
their own settings for the radar, so that's fine. Now I don't have to set the radar this time.
Which is officially referred to as ACM, or Air Combat Maneuvers. This is the last resort type of fight that requires exceptional skill to master, and should be avoided when possible. However, sometimes coming into close contact with enemies, or merging, is inevitable. For this flight, you're equipped with only guns, which will require you to maneuver yourself using ACM to get the kill. Get yourself in the air and out to waypoint 1 so we can practice. Press IP once you're established on heading, climbing up to fence in. When
So we have to... Hold on. It's hard to do when I'm trying to pay attention to that. I don't want to go so fast that we can't keep track of the narrations, because we still want to make sure that the timing is right, but we don't have to listen to it this whole time.
As with the avoiding their fire, keeping your aircraft at the optimum airspeed to allow you to turn at your fastest rate is... There is no optimum speed for the one circle, but do your best to keep yourself at a speed that leaves you with options to depart the one circle if it's not working out for you. If you're too slow, there won't be any. While there are many more strategies you can learn to assist your dogfighting, the only real way to learn is by doing it. To want to get in the habit of keeping your lift vector, which basically means the top of your aircraft, pointed at your target until you're able to pull him into the HUD for a gunshot.
Okay, so we have some serious issues going on, because I'm pretty sure I put his waypoint over to there. Yeah. So what's your problem, dude? It takes me a long time to do this. Yeah, search then engage. Oh. Let me delete that. I don't know why he's trying to search and engage there. Yeah, I want him to go to waypoint 1. Crap. Search, then engage. Jeez, okay. Airplanes. And, okay. Fighters, multi-role. I just want to make sure he only tries to go after us. Okay. Engage distance. Yeah, within 10 miles. Something like that. Okay. This is probably... Hopefully that'll fix the problem. Ideally, he'll just go after us that way. Alright, let's try this one more time. And we have to time the narrations again, because unfortunately he wasn't traveling at us the way he was supposed to. So this is part of the reason why it's taking me so long to get through this, because you run into so many little problems like that, and you're not sure instantly how to fix it, and then B, working your way through all those little problems are just very time consuming, and it gets kind of annoying, and you get tired of messing with it. So you're just like, you know what, I'm just going to be done. I don't want to do this anymore.
Or air combat maneuvers.
Kudos to those people who are able to just sit down and bang this stuff out and
skill to master, and should be avoided
constantly be doing it, because it's pretty
However,
mind-numbing.
sometimes coming into close
really
contact
annoying.
with enemies or merging is
And
inevitable.
I forgot to...
For this flight, you're equipped with only
Waypoint.
guns, which will require you to maneuver yourself using ACM to get the kill. Get yourself in the air and out to waypoint 1 so we can
Get the
practice.
dispenser on.
Press IV once you're established on heading, climbing up to 10,000
Get
feet.
this all set up. EW page. Get this into the SA page just so we can kind of see. Data link is on. Data link is on. And I do believe that's everything. Do that. Alright, so we IP this.
Fence.
Da-da-da, squeaky squeaky. Alright.
As with the BVR fighting we did before,
Get
airspeed is
our
critically
altitude
important
set.
in a dogfight. If you allow...
Alright, now we're starting to see our guy here.
Finally, you're going to
Alright,
want to
yeah,
get
I think we got the
in habit
timing of this
keeping your
down
lift
now.
vector, which basically
Now,
means the top of your
unlike
aircraft
most of my
pointed
missions
at your
that I've
target
done,
until you're able to pull
I'm not
the
necessarily
gun
going to
for a
be
gunshot.
able to finish this one because,
It's much
like I
easier
said,
to
I
keep
suck at
track of the
dogfighting.
bandit if you can look up with a clear
So,
view ahead, and all
yeah.
your turning is based on lift. So do your
We'll give
best
it a
to keep
shot, but I'm
below
telling you now,
as you
I'm
turn
probably
toward
going
it.
to die here because I'm not good at this.
Continue on to waypoint 1. Find the MiG as
Now, I
it
should have fixed
approaches.
this panel while we
Merge
were in
with it
there.
and do your best to splash it with the guns, which can be selected with
Alright,
the weapon
so
select
I have the
switch or
optical
appropriate
zoom
keybind.
here for my VR headset.
Once you see
Unfortunately,
it,
I don't
be
have a
sure to
keybind
drop your
available on my
external fuel
joystick for
tanks
this,
to
so I have to
increase your
take my hand off the
maneuverability,
throttle and use
which
the
can be
space bar. I'm
accomplished
hoping
by
we'll be able
first
to see
finding the
this guy.
station select panel just to the left of the engine panel and selecting the appropriate stations to select your fuel tanks.
Get this
Once they're selected,
here.
look
And
slightly
we have
down
him. We
and to
have
the
him
left
showing
of
up
that
on
to
the radar.
jettison
So
control and turn the outer knob until it's pointed to stores. Then hold down the big red button until you see the fuel tank disappear from
we
the
have him on
stores
the.
page.
We have him on data.
After that, it's all you. So good luck.
All right. So he's within 15 miles. We're going to switch over to go. So guns kills my ability to detect him. Here he is here. So it's kind of annoying that I can kind of see him. I see a little bit of a black speck. And at 7 miles, that's actually not bad. I think I might have increased the visual range, and that might have been why I had a really hard time finding anything. But yeah, here he is. This is our guy. Try to keep on him until we figure out what's going on. Oh, okay. So he's back there. I lost him. Kind of see a black spot there. Oh, I forgot to turn my head-mounted display on. Fortunately, this guy... Oh, I forgot afterburner. Afterburner would be nice. I also made this guy relatively sucky as far as piloting goes, so hopefully we can get on him. Now, I know all of the theory behind all of this. You know, I probably want to be, I don't know what the proper 1 or 2 circle flight for this guy is. I don't know enough about that. But I understand the two-circle fight. Get him above the canopy bow, and just keep him there until you can maneuver your way around behind him. That's what I'm going to try to do here. Because I am real slow. I'm supposed to be much faster than we are right now. But my disclaimer is I told you I'm not good at this, so I'm going to do my best to try to increase my speed a little bit to maybe catch up with him. I picked an inferior aircraft and a low skill opponent so that I could hopefully get this done. So I'm just gonna try. I'm trying to slot in behind him. And hopefully I can get close enough to do something against him. But again, this is. The likely outcome of this is I'm either going to die or I'm just going to have to give up on it because I don't have the skill really to do this. And I will probably make this mission skippable. I mean, I guess that's not really. Oh, why did I take my off the afterburner? Damn it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to finish this, but as long I have all of these missions, I have it set up so that the win condition is you just have to damage him. You don't necessarily have to kill him. You don't necessarily have to demolish him. As long as you hit him once, then you're able to finish this. Yeah, I don't have the skill yet in managing my aircraft and being able to do this to have any real chance of dogfighting this guy for real. Best I can hope for is that I can get some kind of he's too far away. Just get this crosshair. I'm way too fast. Okay, that sounded like a sonic boom to me. Just back up there. My joystick is sliding around my desk. Yeah, I think I may need to just adjust this to make it so that we're carrying sidewinders, because in a real BDR fight, you'd probably have sidewinders for this purpose anyway. So, and I'm getting some graphical lag that's making this very do. Let me slow down, try to get into that 350 range, but he's probably, yeah. So I think I might adjust the loadout for this to make it so that you can kill him with the sidewinder. This is especially for somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, it doesn't have a lot of experience at dogfighting. It's asking a lot to require somebody to get a gun kill. So yeah, we'll just double check the mission flags to make sure that as long as he's damaged, yeah. Once the MiG is damaged, it will set the value of the mission to the completed thing, tell you you're good, return to base, do all that stuff just like you do for all the other ones. So, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and call that good. I'm gonna update the loadout for this. Guy to. Well, I mean, let's just go ahead and do it now because unfortunately, the mission editor is one of those things that you have to do in the game, which means I would have to reload the game. Reload the simulator to be able to do that. So can I get onto this? No, it's wanting me to do the trigger zone. So yeah, let's update our AIM 9, AIM 7 Sparrow. Yeah, I don't want to do that. we'll give ourselves a couple of AIM 9X Sidewinders just to make it so that you don't have to get a gun kill, because the purpose of these tutorials are not to, and I forgot to drop my tanks too. The purpose of these tutorials are not to make you a master of this stuff. It's to teach you the concepts, give you a chance to practice it, and give you a chance to practice it in a way that isn't just dropping you in a scenario. You perform this rote task with no context, and then you exit the thing. I want you to go through a whole mission. So, yeah, I think having the missiles will make that much more completable. And then I'm pretty sure the rest of the thing is good. So the rest of the thing is good. So I'm gonna try to. Well, you know what? As I might as well go back and fix that other issue now since we're in here. But while I'm doing that, we'll just go ahead and end this particular video. So hopefully you guys had fun. Be sure to click the like button to let the algorithm know that you did, and hit the subscribe button to help us reach 10,000 subscribers so that we can reach that next main goal. You can join as a member to get early access to videos, among other perks, or you can click the YouTube thanks button as a version of a tip. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm having a hard time closing this one out because my brain is all discombobulated trying to do two things at once. Be sure to come back for the next mission, which will be, what is it? No. The next mission will be, if I can get this to save, and then I can open this. The next mission will be, they're using terrain, so there won't be any fighting in the next one. It'll be teaching you how to use terrain to master your radar. So again, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to come back for our next mission, and I'll see you then.